Hello everybody, welcome to another Indie Showcase Live. This is part of the Ludo Narracon 2025 batch, and today we're going to play an hour of the horror at Highrook.
I'm rich.
Hey, thank you for the big koala. Thank you, thank you. I'm H. Yeah, exactly. We got lots of H's and R's, I guess, if you really look at the letters, and O's actually. But yeah, Horror at Highrook is the game that we're playing today. This is the full version of the game, but I'm only playing the first hour for this video, and then we will see what we think, whether we want to continue, whether I just continue offline. We'll see. I have already played the demo for this game before, off stream and off video, so this isn't brand new to me. But I enjoyed it enough that I wrote about it on my blog, and I wanted to show it off because I enjoyed it. So that's where we are with the Horror at Highrook. This is developed by Null Pointer Games and is released today, 1st of May 2025. Today at the time of recording, obviously not at the time of the release of this video. So brand new and brand dramatic. Well, I didn't need to say a brand there. Brand new and dramatic, with the dramatic thunder and lightning there going on. So, right, I'm going to read the description because it's better than me trying to make something up about what this game is. The Horror at Highrook is an occult card crafting narrative RPG. Explore a haunted mansion with your team of investigators, summon dark entities, craft powerful protections, uncover the fate of the missing family, and choose your own path through the darkness. So yeah, this is like a board game, card crafting game, narrative RPG is what it says here. I remember using a lot of cards and taking a lot of turns and trying to craft things. Like, well, I actually don't remember trying to craft things, but I remember trying to gather things, which usually leads to crafting. So we're gonna jump in, we're gonna see what the Horror of Highrook is like. Is everything, yeah, everything, let me know if I need to adjust anything. It's mostly ambience, I think, in the audio in this game. This game auto-saves at the start of each day. That is good to know. When you exit to the menu, please don't close the application when the activity icon is visible. Alright. Okay, good to know. We love a good auto-save. Not like the last demo, the last game that we just played where I lost everything. Okay. Highrook Estate. Highrook. An aristocratic eyrie of cold rock and rain, a melancholy shadow overlooking the port of Black Sands. A summit of its grey cliffs, fuck's sake. At the summit of its grey cliffs lies the crumbling edifice of Acheron House. Wow. I wish I could retake that and this was not live right now because that was difficult. There was a lot of words in there that I didn't know how to say. Acheron House, I think, is the important part. Highrook Estate, Black Sands. Okay, let's begin. Oh no, we're learning more. We got more stuff. Eyrie is a cliff. Edifice is a building. Thank you. I need these translations from posh English to normal English. Oh, the Acheron family. Okay. Once respected by the city elite, the Acheron family fell from grace to become the subject of slide remarks and scornful whispers. Hold on, I haven't set my hour timer. Whoops. There we go. We get an hour of gameplay, and that is it. So they fell from grace for whatever reason. Lord Acheron was a prominent book collector whose increasing interest in the occult saw him driven from respected academic practice. It is rumored he turned to the Seeker's Communion for support shortly before his family's enigmatic disappearance. Okay, so he went to the occult readings, I suppose, and then people didn't like it. So let's just take a look. This is the family, I guess. There's a kid there as well. Eyrie is a bird of prey nest. Oh. And a castle built on a high mountain. So I'm assuming it's the second one for here. Acheron is part of hell too. Don't think that's by chance. Oh, really? Yeah, that is definitely not by chance. These people were supposed to find these occult books. The Seeker's Communion. The Seeker's Communion is a secretive organization of mystics, seers, and exiled scholars, which is what Mr. Acheron was, an exiled scholar. This clandestine group supports occult practices across the city and facilitates a black market for arcane goods. Officially banned by Black Sands Council, the collective continues its work in the shadows. Okay. The Seeker's Communion. Mayor Alliston. Council investigation. The vanishing of a noble house, however disfavored, cannot go unexamined by the council. The Black Sands Mayor, Lord Alliston, has commissioned a cross-guild team to investigate. A dilapidated stagecoach deposits the party at Highrook. The rain echoes eerily through the empty halls. Okay, so that's what we're gonna have, is these different people that have gathered to do this investigation. We're gonna be using their cards to do things. So we were sent by this mayor guy. Presumably people from different guilds so that it's all, like, unbiased and shit. Oh, please don't crash on me, game. It says, do not exit the game when this symbol is on. So we'll see. Echoes eerily through the eerie. Exactly. That works with the horror of Highrook. So many good words. This feels very Darkest Dungeon-y in theme. Yeah, I see you. I see that. Chapter 1. We hide in the shadows of the world beyond. I mean, it doesn't play anything like Darkest Dungeon, but I see you with the themes. Adage of the Deep Spire Church. Wait, we hide in the shadows of the world beyond. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Okay. Introduction. Wow. Right. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of whiz through this. Introduction. Welcome to the Horror at Highrook, a card-crafting cosmic horror board game. You control a team of investigators sent to examine the disappearance of a noble family from their ancestral home. Yeah, it reminds you of a tabletop game. Exactly. I thought that some of you guys might like this, so this is why I really wanted to show it off. In case you weren't here in the intro, Blacko, I have played the demo of this game before, and I liked it, so I wanted to bring it here. This is the full version of the game. And, right, Ancestral Home. Disappearance, yes. To progress through the game, you must combine characters and items in order to complete tasks across the ancient estate. Experiment and explore. There are many mysteries to unravel. If you reach a dead end, turn your attention elsewhere for a while and try something else. A small set of introductory tasks are listed at the bottom left to help you get started. Down here. You can close this window now and work things out as you play, or you can read the other sections in this guide to learn more about the game systems. The information is always accessible from the in-game menu, escape, so you can return at any time. That's good. Yeah. Haunted House on the Hill. Yeah, Betrayal at House on the Hill. I don't know what that... I still haven't even looked at what that looks like yet. So, right, we've got the game board, various rooms. Locations will be unavailable when the game begins. It's your job to work out how to access them. Information about a room by selecting its title bar. Okay, any of the squares that make up the room itself. So if we click within the room, we'll get the information chart. You can zoom in and out of the board with the mouse wheel. All rooms and cards have attributes listed in their descriptions. Oh, yeah, okay, this is familiar now. The attribute associated with a room indicates which cards can be used there. So we've got these symbols, these are the attributes. For example, the spanner devices attribute is present on both the study code card and the machine room, meaning you can use the code in that location. Okay. So we're pairing things up. We're playing a match game at the same time, but a strategy matching game. Placing items and characters in matching rooms will allow you to perform tasks. I love a good task. Executing tasks is how you uncover new items and progress in the game. Okay. Cards. represent characters and objects you can interact with. Clicking on a card will give you more information about its potential uses. The main types of cards are as follows. Character cards, which we saw in the portrait there, needed to perform tasks. We've got task focus cards, that items that can be used as the focus of a task, needed to perform tasks. Okay, so that's the cog thing. We've got task support cards, items that add extra points to an attribute to help complete a task. So these, I suppose, are optional as opposed to the focus cards, which are necessary. Then we have information cards, items that present story fragments and hints. Okay, so like finding the page of a book or something. Some cards have a glowing border. This means the card holds important story information and you are required to read it before continuing with your investigation. Cool. Main use of cards is to perform tasks in matching rooms. Tasks are described in the following section. Okay, so like we're going to be using like a character card and a task card and then a support card if we have one. And we're going to put them on a room and they're going to do their thing and see what happens and get things in return. Tasks. We've got to read the task page. That game is great. We should play it on tabletop sim at some point. We should. I've been enjoying the idea of board games lately. Each room contains a local task square. If you place a task focus card in the square with an attribute that matches the room, the inspector panel will show information about that task and the attribute level needed to perform it. Okay, there's also levels. The focus card is the necessary one. Room tasks always require a character card to be present in the local character square. This character can contribute their own attribute levels to the task. Okay. For example, Scholar Vitali could contribute +1 key to the task of deciphering a notebook. Yeah, these are the characters obviously have their own stats, which make them more or less appropriate to do different tasks. Harder tasks require higher levels of an attribute. You can place additional support cards into the room in any square to help you meet the challenge. For example, adding Palatino's pen might add another +1 key to the total. Once the attribute requirements are met, you can then execute the task. If a task produces a card, but the task room is full, the new card will be placed into the temporary storage area down here. If the task fails with the phrase, perhaps we should focus on our efforts elsewhere for a while, it means all the result cards are already on the board. Okay, but if you want to use a support card for the results, charcoal, for example, it will be available to appear from the task again. So I suppose there's limited amounts of important cards, but maybe resource cards we can keep getting. Vitali! It's Italian gestures. You can't see me gesturing. Then we have characters. In addition to investigating the mysteries of Highrook, you need to keep your team alive and well. Each character has a set of skills to help in tasks and 4 vital statistics that define their health and state of mind. Right, I forgot about this. Injury represents how hurt a character is. If it reaches 100%, the character will be incapacitated and unable to perform any task except to recover their health. Right. Seems important. Oh, wait. Injury, yeah, it's got to be 0%, right? Because 100% injured would be bad. Fatigue. This increases with each task performed. When characters become excessively tired, they might begin to fail at the tasks they are given. So that's important to cycle the characters around and stuff. Hunger. Characters get hungry over time. If left unfed, they will eventually suffer injury from starvation. I like that as a turn of phrase. Injury from starvation. I'm so injured from my starvation. Madness. Characters lose sanity when facing horrors or performing certain tasks. High levels of madness cause characters to behave erratically. You can treat these negative conditions by sleeping in the guest rooms or consuming food and medicine in the dining room. You can also change how much impact these stats have in the game options menu. Oh, nice. So if it's getting too hard, we can just make it easier. I like that. So, yeah. Guest rooms and dining rooms. We can replenish people. And timers, finally. At the top right of the screen is a sundial here. This displays the current in-game time and the number of days you have been in the manor. Day 1, okay, 5 o'clock. You can use the buttons beneath the sundial to control the speed of the game or the keyboard, yep, and pause it with a spacebar. Okay, it's real time. Okay. It's gonna be very much a real time with pause when I'm playing it. All tasks take a specific amount of time to perform, and certain game events are also triggered by the passage of time. That's right. Don't be afraid to pause frequently, especially if you want to read everything. Yeah, we're supposed to pause and set things up and then press play so that the time just passes to the next bit. Beneath the sundial is a button to access the records panel here. A storage space for information cards. You can send information cards to the records panel by right-clicking to bring up a context menu or by using... It prompts you when to do this, I think. By using the button inspector. It's kind of just archiving law stuff, I think, basically. Storing cards can help to keep the board less cluttered, and you can always read them later. Yeah, I seem to remember it was just cards that contain law and stuff. Go into this little archive. Okay. Are we paused? We should be paused right now. So, okay. Here's our first glowy information card. Council missive. Dear investigators, by order of the High Council, you are granted license to commandeer Highrook Manor and its associated facilities. Oh, I like that we have permission to commandeer something. You have been commissioned to investigate the disappearance of the Acheron family, the owner of the estate, who were reported missing several days ago. It's been days. You liking this? I did set the timer, Koala. Yes. I nearly forgot, but I did. Yeah, this is cool, isn't it, Blecko? Commissioned several days ago. The Acherons were well known in the city, and their vanishing is concerning, especially considering a rumored affiliation with the Seekers Communion. Yeah, did the Seekers get them, or did the Seeked get them, you know? Who knows? Because, I think there's gonna be horrors in this mansion. Look at the spiders in the archives! Please treat any evidence you might find as confidential and report immediately to the council when your task is complete. A news report is included to provide further context on the unusual event. Okay. Lord Mayor Alliston. Alliston, yes. Okay. Wishlisting? Nice, Blecko. So Scholar Vitali, I think it's Vitali. I see Mayor Alliston is as conceited as always. Yeah, the portraits are quite cool as well, aren't they? His presumption that all city events require his involvement is so tiresome. I suspect that Bleakhurst has been involved more for political point scoring than out of respect for our knowledge. But perhaps I can track down the books that Acheron borrowed from us last year. Vitali sighs and rolls his eyes. So presumably these are all from different guilds, it said, right? So he's a scholar. So we've got different things. Okay. I can just imagine your gestures. Horrors in this place? What gave you that idea? Definitely not the title of the game, I'm gonna tell you that. So we have, how do you say this? Mechanist? Asta? Okay, this is them. Indeed, Vitali, I am equally tired of Alliston's petty machinations, but the High Council provides us with the bulk of our funding, and as such we are obligated to respond. At least they have provided us with some tools to begin our work. We should take this supply crate to the machine room where I can extract its contents. This is a classic machine room in your mansion. Atticus Hawke. I don't much like Alliston either, but he pays well. And I certainly don't trust bookworms like this Acheron chap. Nothing but trouble in all those old tomes. Atticus shuffles impatiently. Let's find these unmarket fools and get out of here. Okay, so he's like no nonsense. Just let's get ourselves in there, no matter the risk. Spoken like a true old worther. I keep forgetting how you. I don't even know how you pronounce this very well. Vitali shakes his head dismissively. Don't worry, my friend. You'll soon be away from the bookworms and back with the woodworms soon. I was thinking, we have a bookworm with us. Don't be so rude. No surprise, the mechanist hates... machinations? What does machination mean? I'm correct. Vitali. Okay. Fewer insults, more action. Our remaining colleague, a doctor from Cairncross, will be joining us tomorrow. We should prepare for her arrival. Asta draws a mechanist key driver from her belt and approaches the crate. Alright. Well, I do have the game paused, so it's probably... Ooh, it's probably not going to move forward for a second. I just want to do these introductory tasks. We've got zoom, we've got move with WASD, or... Oh, right click is easier. So I can do all that with the mouse. Pause and unpause is space. Open the supply crate, forage in the cliff tops, and eat a basic meal. So we've got to remember, we've got to keep these people alive. Let's just get to grips with where we are as well. So this is the mansion. This is, right, so everything is in the courtyard right now, which is where we've just arrived. But we have more rooms here. So we just go around. Machined room, this is where we need to go, actually. The ones that are locked, we're going to have to figure out how to open them. So we don't have a lot of... thingies right now, like, so, right, cellars, chapel, child's room, schoolroom, laboratory, lord's chamber, study, forge, well house. These are all locked right now. What we do have access to is the machine room, the guest rooms, which is where we sleep if we're going insane, the dining room, which is where we eat if we're going insane or hungry, the kitchen, where we cook the food that we eat if we're going insane or hungry, and the archives and the cliff top. Cliff top is where we forage for food that we can cook in the kitchen, that we can eat in the dining room while we're going insane or hungry. So that's the structure of the game. Also, I did say if we click, we get a little bit of information, so we can read these as we go, kind of. Least noble yet most welcoming room in the manor. Actually, let's read the machine room. The acrid smell of the engine oil permeates the space, propagated by hidden fans and snaking ducts. Mechanical computers hum softly, anchored with cables like metal roots, their punctured ports eager for data. I quite like the writing. It feels a little Citizen Sleeper, but horror. And grimy. Imagine eating because you feel hungry. It feels weird, man. I know. I eat because I'm emotional. Feels good, man. Feels bad, man. At the same time. Reminds you of Color Sim? Yeah. I haven't played that, but yeah. Kind of just like things you're making happen. I bet it comes from the German machen, to do. Oh, okay. At least the same root. Oh, Latin. Fair enough. Right, anyway, so task card, this kind of fills up as we do things, I suppose. And it says place a memories task card in this slot. So it tells us what we need to be able to activate the room. We do not have a memories card, so we can't put that in to do the task, if that makes any sense. Hold on, get off. Get out of here. So yeah, we also have, like, the people. Oh my god, like, I'm feeling a bit pressed for time. I would like to read it all, though. We have the scholar, an occultist of high standing. Titus Vitali is a shuffling encyclopedia of arcane lore. His knowledge of forgotten tongues and ancient tomes makes him a formidable yet rambling consultant. Oh, yeah, I really like the writing, actually. So this is the stats that we read about earlier. He's 2% fatigued already. Like, so sick of Atticus Hawke. Then we have his skills, memories. So he has a memory skill, so he could be useful in the archives, for example. Secrets, incantations, songs, dreams, and mysteries. Oh, that's what the key is, mysteries. We have Mechanist, Asta. Oh, and they also have a character level, okay. Memories, Victiculus. Well, I don't know what that says. victuals, substances, devices, tears, paths. Interesting. So, a professor of mechanics at Venticus College, Jane Astor, has established her reputation through the construction of experimental semi-autonomous devices. She obsessed with the working of things, treating the world as an elaborate clock to be dismantled and rebuilt. So it kind of feels like they've sent the best of the best to figure this out. Victuals are food. Okay, that makes sense because it's literally a steaming pot. But I don't know the word. I heard it pronounces vitals or like vitals. No, because this is vitals. Vitals, maybe. Then we have a hawk. Recalcitrant bundle of sinew and muscle. Hawk's blunt manner is as intimidating as his stature. An orphan in the Aldworth docks, he works for others only when the arrangement suits him. But not a lot of information about him there. Roots. He's got good roots. Right. So open the supply crate. If we click on here, devices thingy in the card slot. Right, I gotta figure out how this actually works. Hold on. So we've read this. We can send this to the records now. Get rid of that out of the way. We also have this newspaper which has some information for us, so we should read this as well. A vanishing at Highrook. The Acheron family, one of the city's most illegible houses, has disappeared under suspicious circumstances this week. This would be big news, right? If someone just vanished. Like, that would be weird. Oh, that word means stubborn. Thank you. Yeah, this game is made for me. It's easy when I'm not streaming and I can just glaze over the words and just not know what they mean. But when I have to say it out loud, it's an entirely different matter. Okay. A delivery boy from Direwich Market is reported to have discovered the family's absence when he arrived at their Clifftop Manor to deliver tinned fish. The boy, who has subsequently been treated for delirium, is reported to have spoken about seeing the place as if struck by a storm. The Acheron family were not immediately found by a local tollsman, and their servants, a maid and an estate warden, also seem to have been missing for some time. The High Council announced it has commissioned a cross-guild team to investigate this disturbing occurrence of vanishment. Okay, so it's not even just the family. The maid and the estate warden are also gone. And then there was, like, the man and the woman in the portrait and a child as well. And the delivery boy saw a storm over the place. So, yeah, it does seem a bit fishy, doesn't it? So, task focus card. 1 mechanic point is required in, like, the machine room. Same symbol. A burnished metal crate of investigative equipment provided by the High Council. It is sealed with an elaborate mechanist lock. We need to take this to the machine room in order to open it. We can perform a task with this card in the machine room. So it's unique and single use as well. Yeah, there's going to be various different types of cards. Devices, the ticking clockwork of souls and seasons. I'm going to read all the flavor text. I like it. So we put this in the task slot. And we put her in the person slot. And then when we press play... I mean, I'll do it now, I suppose. There we go. Opening the crate. Step 3. Click on the room or its title bar. Then click Start Task in the Inspector panel to the right. Okay, yeah, so... I suppose if we're taking her out, yeah, it changes. It says it requires 1 machinist. So if either of these have a machine... So Hawk could do this as well. But I'm going to send her for... You know. Because she literally is the one that would do it. Burnished means polished or shiny. That I would have thought the opposite. Like tarnished and... Oh, I suppose that's the opposite. We have no support cards, so we can start the task now. It's all green. So I have pressed start. Let's see. So there's a timer going down. So what you basically want is everything going at the same time. You don't want time to be moving unless you have everything you want set up. I don't know what this composer section is yet. Space together fragments of meaning and make them whole again. Ooh. Cool. A limbo of stuff and things. I like the writing in this game so much. Fragments. What once was whole is now shattered. Rebuild and reform. Okay. Oh my god, there's so much flavor text. So we also need to forage in the cliff tops and eat a basic meal. So I would, if I don't have a task card for that, I don't think. So maybe, I don't know if we can do it. Hold on. Yeah, paths. Hawk can do that. But yeah, we don't have a card for. How do we get people to forage? Maybe that'll make itself clear. Let's just let this task go for now. I thought we didn't need cards for everything, but it's a long time since I played the demo, so we can also obviously like speed up the time. Grunts. Wait, did he grunt or did he say the word grunt? He's just like playing Mass Effect in the background. So the task is complete and it has given us all this stuff. Oh yeah, we do need cards to be able to, yeah, okay. Given us all this stuff from the supply thingy. What's it called? I nearly said cage. Crate, that's the word. Equipment note, maybe we should start with that. The following item has been packaged and assigned to your team. Please use them as instructed. A spyglass. A high-quality binocular set from the workshops of Ashburg, intended for use in hunts or expeditions. Oh, that's what's going to allow us to maybe gather food. A night lamp. A sophoric nightlight from the mechanist workshops of Venitus. Its gentle hum and soft light promotes slumber even in disturbing surrounds. And a library codex provided by the scholars of Bleakhurst, a catalogue of archive filing systems and a catalogue of archive. Okay, oh, it's because it's a codex and nomenclature. Good luck in your investigations. Quartermaster Lavinia. Unique and starable. Okay, so that's just a bit more information. So. Right. Infinite use. Some of these are infinite use. These are the ones that's gonna be repeated tasks. So the spyglass, pair of ornate binoculars composed of burnished, polished brass fittings and oil smudged leather. Lenses stain the world in a watery blue, but their magnification and focus are impressive. So I believe if I put this on here, we can perform a task with this card in the cliff top. Put this on here and put him there and start this task. He's going to start gathering or hunting or whatever he's doing. We have the library codex, which gets us in the archives. It tells me there we can perform a task with this in the archives. So if I put this here and then say I put him in there, because this task requires 1 memories. We know that this guy has memories. So we put him in here and then we can start this task. The night lamp, infinite use, perform. Oh, this is how we sleep. We can't sleep without a night lamp. So put that in there and we could send someone to sleep if we wanted to. So let's start that task as well. And set time away for a second and see what happens. Yeah, I do remember being a little bit stoppy and starty, so I wasn't sure whether it was going to be a good stream game or not, but I thought this might give a good indicator of whether it is or not. We'll see how far we get. Alright, so the tasks are done. See, we don't really need... She is... Oh, 9% fatigued. I don't know how long this takes. Oh, it requires a dreams. Oh, it requires 0 dreams. That's okay. Flickering forms under the eyelids. New worlds behind the sunset. Oh, your allergies are bad? Yeah, it's the worst time of year, I suppose. Oh yeah, getting the vaccine, that will hopefully help you, yeah. So we'll start with the cliff top, I suppose, because this is what it's telling us to do in the introductory tasks. tracing charcoal. So this is a single use. So by doing these repeatable item tasks, we get single use cards. This is a support card that we can use to support a different task that needs key, whatever that was again. I can't remember. Mysterious coal. He is hoping. Yeah, that sounds like it could. I mean, if that works, that's gonna like change your life. Really hope you can get it done sooner rather than later, to be honest. So a nugget of crumbling coal. Its dark dust coats everything in fine film, revealing patterns of fingerprints and scars. We can use this to reveal the hidden marginalia in erased notes and in journals and tomes. Oh, cool. So basically, like, if we had a task that needed a key, we could, like, in the archives, say, we could put it in there, and it would just give us the key, even if, say, we need two mystery levels. He only has one. This will boost it up to 2. We also got, although I'm going to put this in my temporary storage, catalytic powder. A pinch of reactive powder scraped from the briny efflorescence of ancient Highrook stone. Useful reagent in chemical processes. What have you been hunting, Atticus Hawk? I thought, like, you were looking for foraging for food and shit, but you found charcoal and powders. A useful reagent in chemical processes. This catalyst can support our activities in the laboratory, which... The lab is locked right now, so this is just literally gonna have to go away and do nothing for now. Yeah, it supports science. So basically, we can set this away again, I would say. We can't do it too much in a row because he's gonna get fatigued. But we need him to do that until he finds some food. And we can swap him out with other people as well. I don't think the scholar can do it. No, but she can do it. Yes. I remember this from the demo. What does the courtyard do? I'm not sure. We could actually let her sleep. I don't know if there's any consequences. All characters present. I mean, I'm gonna set her away sleeping actually, so it gives us an idea of what it's like. So from the archives, we've got to boost the matrix. A machine overload card traced with mathematical logic and yellowed with time. When used in a mechanist device, this item can aid calculations and improve performance. So it... Task support. Okay, yeah, it's support for machine room shit. So, like, we could store these cards in the relevant rooms. I'm not sure. That's for, like, a key, but we don't have a key room, so... Maybe I'll just keep it in line with the cards. The limbo of stuff and things is very funny to me. We can also set him away doing that again. So now everyone is in a task. So now I can literally just press play, let time move again. We will have, again, the next day, another character arriving. So we'll have 4 people. Catalytic powder, I assume, means they're a catalyst. A thing that causes a reaction. That makes sense. Yes. Ooh! Oh. Sleep sends many wars, I think it said. So... Gift of the snake. This is from sleeping. Coiling around my limbs like a second skin. But I am not afraid. They hiss, they caress, whispering dark secrets to me. A vision from a dream, a source of inspiration. Oh. Incantations, whispers at the witching hour. Secret songs woven in threads of rhyme or rhythm. This is cool. Okay, so these are just going to be spare cards, I guess, that we can use as boosts. So we should always really have someone sleeping if they're not doing anything else, so we can get some spare cards. I don't know if there's any negative things that can happen from that, but we could swap her in now. So here we go. We got some raw meat. Oh, there's a time factor on the stuff. A chunk of meat cut from a trapped hare. Its scrawny flesh might make a decent meal when cooked. Can perform a task with this card when in the kitchen. So yeah, this is a focus one rather than a support one. Victuals. The morning rituals. The opening eye. The smell of coffee. So, I mean, I'm going to put the raw meat in the kitchen. And then, who can cook? It's these two. Can he cook? He cannot cook. Well, actually, I can put her in cooking then. I don't know if it's benefit to, like, swap people out. He caught it, he can cook it. We also found a note. Simon's note 1. This looks like a law thing. Yesterday, Pa made me get some weird necklace from the cave under the house. Down there, the tunnels get all twisted. It was scary. I think maybe smugglers left it for him. Oh. The cave under the house. Okay, there's a cave under the house. Pa said not to put it on, but it was shining when I dug it up like a red star. I wanted to wear it really bad, but it hurt when I did, like nettles all over. I took it off quick. In the chapel now, and Pa goes there at night and makes strange sounds, like he's crying. I worry he is putting it on and it is hurting him like it hurt me. I hate it. I want to throw it away, but Pa says no. He is grumpy. He shouted at me the other day for drawing in his study. So now I play outside now. I don't mind. I like watching the birds, but it feels extra cold today. Okay, so this is the kid of the house. Going down to the caves underground to retrieve a necklace. And then putting it on. And getting hurt by it. Okay. Cute kid though, but drawing in the study. He got wrong for drawing. I can 100% imagine that being haunted drawings. It can't be normal drawings. Like, why would you get wrong for normal drawings? So I can probably set her away doing that. I can set him away doing the cooking, since that's the next thing we really need to do. And we found a puzzling journal, which, ooh, is a task card. It's a single-use task card, though. So what does this do? A collection of images and torn-out pages crammed into an ink-stained notebook. Some of the text is readable, but much of it is written in some sort of cipher. We can perform a task with this card in the study. Oh, but we can't because we don't have the study yet. Okay, so tasks. I suppose I'll put single use. No, not single use. I'll put focus. No. Support cards on the top row, maybe. And focus cards on this row so that we know the difference. Yeah, my precious. Exactly. It sounds very much like that. Especially when he's crying in the library or whatever it said. Right, so you might as well study the archives again, I would say. You're not too fatigued yet. You can keep going, I'm sure. So we've got him cooking, more study happening, and some foraging going on as well. We can play and see what happens. I don't think all tasks are going to end up lasting the same amount of time, and also there's an expiry date on the food. That's just something to juggle as we go. So once this is being cooked, it'll get a bit longer expiry date, and then we'll be able to eat it as well. There we go. A basic meal. There we go. So eat a basic meal is one of our introductory tasks. Like, that is a focus task. Oh, can only one? Oh, we can all eat this together in the dining room to reduce our hunger. Oh, so if I put everyone in here, maximum 2, single use, transient. Okay, and it's not tasty or fragrant or even very warm, but it's sustenance. Okay, maybe I'll try and put everyone together when they're hungry, because they're only 6% hungry right now. 8%. But we got some other stuff too. You do not juggle the food, noob. Jeez, if I tell you nothing. Why not? I don't see what could go wrong. Oh, the study code. We heard of this before. This is a task that we can perform in the machine room. Okay. A slip of creased card inscribed with neat lines of numbers and symbols. It appears to be a key code of some kind. On the reverse surface, the image of a key is stamped in blue ink. I wonder if this is gonna... Oh, study code. we're gonna be able to get into the study, and then we can do the puzzling journal. I think this is gonna unlock the door. So the study code in the machine room. So we're probably gonna want to use her in there to decipher this. Let's sort the rest out before we do that, though. We're gonna put him back down here since it's now free again. But we also have Raven's Cap. Ink-stained button mushrooms represent the darker side of foraging cuisine. When eaten raw, their rubbery flesh can prompt vivid hallucinations or stomach pain. Would-be Gnostics and cheap lotus eaters often refer to this plant as free source of short-lived visions. We could eat a handful of these raw in the dining room if we are feeling lucky. We could just go and get high in the dining room. There could be a reason to do that, to be fair. Consuming these mushrooms raw can provide, mystery or science inspiration, but can also make you ill. Okay, right, so if we need those things, we might want to risk that. We can perform that, but we can't cook them then? Right, hold on. Put that there. Task card Raven's Cap. Sensations. What should be a convivial space is ruined by the presence of disturbing claw marks across the main dining table. There's claw marks in the dining table. I must remember to read the room descriptions. It's alright. We can eat. I think I should just store like the meals in the dining room, for example. Convivial? Vivial? I don't even know which one I said anymore. Then we have moon grain. An ancient grain, its dry stalk supporting rough, spiked ears. Cultivated and cropped with the pretense of making stodgy bread, its less Puritan use is for fermenting strong homebrew liquor. Perform a task with this in the kitchen. Ooh, the least noble yet most welcoming room in the manor. Its ancient stove still functions well enough to allow meals to be prepared and drinks to be brewed. Moon grain, of course we're doing the... well, hold on. I'm assuming we're doing the homebrew. We've got to be, right? I don't know. It requires the cooking skill. I can't get him to do both at once. Well, we don't need all the substances. We already have mushrooms. And this stores, so let's let him keep foraging for now. So you can forage. You can do some more library work, archive work, and you can study this code, because I think we're going to get into the study next. Okay, we are gonna have to eat that meal at some point. There's an echo in the dining room. Seems sound. An echo. A shadow of a child is here. Sometimes his presence flickers like a candle. Increase the madness level of nearby characters every hour. Immovable. Transient. Okay. Okay, Echo. I see you there. It's on a countdown though, so we can just avoid the area maybe. Science prevails. Ah, the study is open. Nice. Gnostic comes from the Greek word for having knowledge. Usually they're the ones who know about the higher powers. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know that, actually. This is very Betrayal on House of the Hill, is it? I gotta play that. So... hold on, where am I at? The machine room is finished, these ones aren't finished. Okay, that's why I'm confused. Gideon's note. This one is an important one. What the hell is this one? It's flashing. I'm not allowed to do anything before I read it, I think. To whoever finds this note, do not follow my path. You will not find us. They have their threads in us, all of us. They pull and we cannot resist. If you seek us out, you too will be lost. If I can, before it's too late, I will close the doors. I will shatter the gates and scatter the fragments. And I beseech you, do not follow. I have made such errors of judgment, such acts of vanity and greed. And for what? Ooh. Okay. Cool. I mean, we should heed that warning. However, Nah. It's getting its threads in me too. This does not bode well. The first evidence of Lord Acheron we find, and its garbled, paranoid rant. I bet it's not. I bet it's entirely exactly what is true. Like, the things that sound crazy are always the true things. Perhaps Gideon was trying to escape the communion's grasp, or perhaps his occult obsessions really had driven him insane. Asta looks disturbed. I ain't no detective, but perhaps the Lord was up to no good, and this was him trying to cover his tracks. It could be a cover story. I like that quote. That's funny. Thank you, Crafty. He could be trying to set up someone to take the blame for whatever happened to his family. Or maybe he just went mad, sitting up here with all his weird books. Do not be so quick to judge. Lord Acheron was an accomplished academic. I don't think we can simply dismiss his writings as the babblings of a madman. I feel there is truth to his words, disturbing though they may be, but it is too soon to say what this outburst really means. Oh, the scholar is going to be the one that's like going to guide us through this, isn't he? We can send that to the records. That was a cool letter. I really like the writing in this game. Thank you. So we have a trowel. We can perform a task in the courtyard with the trowel. A crooked trowel, tarnished with age and spotted with rust. The scratch metal blade is dented, but the sharp edge is still strong enough to bite into the frosty soil. I don't know what we'll find in the courtyard. We've got to do this. And what is this? A fragment of something more. The dark traceries and dislocated symbols offer only a glimpse of what the whole might be. That seems like it's to go here. It's a puzzle piece. I don't know what to do with that, so I'm just going to leave it there. I have no idea. This needs a root, so I think we need Hawk to do that. Yeah, no one here has roots, so we can now put Hawk. Oh no, we can't because he's in the middle of a task. After his task, we can put Hawk over here. Oh, there's still an echo in the dining room. Damn it, because I could put her in the kitchen to do some cooking, but... some brewing, I guess. But we also have the study. We have this puzzling journal. I'm going to put... Oh, how do I... Oh, there we go. I'm going to put the puzzling journal here, and then... What does this need? A mystery. After he's finishing the archives, he can go up to the study and decipher that. You know what? Fuck it. She can brew the brew with an echo in the next room. I think she'll be fine. Okay. Everyone is doing tasks. Did we miss the alarm? No, there's still 10 minutes left. I don't start the alarm until after we've done, what's it called? Like, introed the game as well. Yeah. I'll do a very fast outro and intro for the last game. Let's see. Tracker's Guide. Oh, we are not going to get nearly as far as I got in the demo of this. But never mind. We've got some more meat. Oh, maybe we don't need to constantly keep finding meat, actually. Because that's going to need cooking. And we still have a basic meal there ready to go. Tracker's Guide. That is a support task so that we can do higher level clifftop shit when we need to. So let's just keep our support tasks together. Oh, I forgot about the courtyard. That's what... Oh no, I didn't. Right, so I need to put Hawk in here to do this now that he's free to do things. How's his, Gotta keep an eye on this. These symbols are not lining up to me yet. Injury, fatigue. It's starting to get a bit tired. I should start cycling people to bed soon. Clifftop shit. The latest upgrade to the concept of a poop deck. Yes, above the captain's quarters. Yeah, I like it. Clifftop shit. It's just the land version, I suppose. So he's gonna dig away in the courtyard and try and find something. The scholar is going to go into the study and study a puzzling journal. And the cooking is happening. Cooking is going to be done in a second. The well house. I bet there's nothing well about that house. Moonshine. There we go. Focus task. It's not sophisticated, but it's effective. We can drink this to calm a fretful mind and quieten the whispers of the night. Oh, okay. So, that's probably people's mental health. What's it called? Madness. This should help. I'll just keep all this stuff in. The dining room's getting pretty full. Very well stocked. Let's put that there. We can wait until the timer runs down on the raw meat, I think. Did I have a different task for her to do, though? How's her madness? It's still at 0%, considering there's an echo next door. Oh, she's the one that's already slept as well, is the thing. Well... I can put her here. Yeah, she can do this. Find some more meat for us to cook instead of cooking the meat that we've got. And these tasks are ongoing. Right, I'm looking forward to seeing what the study and the courtyard brings up. Doesn't take very long between things, and obviously you can speed it up as well. Oh, we're getting like herbs? What kind of herbs? Dream leaf. It's a task. Oh, in the lab. We do not have a lab. Concoctions made from this delicate plant are rumored to instill vivid dreams and nighttime visions. The city's mystics often endorse it as a catalyst for seances and fortune telling. Okay, that seems like something we're gonna need to do, like seances and shit. Especially when there's a ghost boy in the dining room. Fragile rose with a crown of deep purple petals. The lab, though. Where is it? There it is. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. Oh, maybe I can keep things in a kind of pairs. What's this? Machine stuff. Right there, let's put that like that. Some sort of organization going on. But not a lot. And then the focus fern. Perform a task in the kitchen. Clutch of leathery leaves, the colour of an overcast day. When steeped in boiling water, the herb will result in a brew that can help focus and study. Oh. Tea. Let's make some tea in the kitchen. We don't need to cook this meat. We can make some tea. Okay. Whoa, we have so much different sustenance avenues. Oh, we got another fragment. Okay. Oh, this is going to make a symbol. Like, that's the top corner or something? Something? I don't know. Let's put it like that for now. Gideon's not 1. Gideon is the dad, I think? The dream leaf potions are working. I took another one last night at bedtime, and in my slumber I saw it. A relic of Valhassa, a glowing shard of light. An ancient pendant buried in a deep chamber of the undercoves, just as the Seekers said. I sent Simon down to find it. Simon's the kid. My old eyes are worse than his, and he loves to explore the caves. He is nimble, and the Icatus sleep even lower than the Seekers' caves, so I knew he would be safe. The what? The Seekers' caves lower. Oh my god. I feel like there is levels going on underneath this mansion. I wonder if we'll get into them. There's gonna be like layers of boards. We finish this board and get a new board. Return. Following the outline of my dream, he found the pendant, returning it proudly to me, his eyes bright with excitement. I hope one day to show him the wonders he helped bring forth, but for now, just a few more fragments and I can complete the first steps of my journey. So the necklace... He found that the necklace was in a cave because of drinking some tea and having a vision. So he sent his son down into the caves that could be dangerous because the Ictis or Ichtis or something sleep lower than the Seekers' caves. Okay. That is good dad behavior. Send the kid into the caves below the house. Oh, Ichthys is Greek and means fish. Oh, it's definitely fish people. This is so Lovecraftian. It's definitely fish people. So the study, I don't have any other cards that we can use in the study right now, so we're gonna have to just send him back to the library to do some more studying. Having said that, we could get everyone to... Oh no. They're still not very hungry. Let's send Hawk to sleep, maybe. See if anything else comes up here. She's in the cliff top, he's in the archives. Yeah, let's do this. This works. And I mean, obviously, everyone doesn't always have to be doing something. But it feels more useful that way. But you might want to not do that sometimes to let other things catch up or something. Got any tasks for her? Like, I might leave her for a second so that she's back in sync with the rest. Oh, the raw meat is flashing. That's a strange situation. Raw meat should not flash. The gift of the monkey. Scampering shadow, a half-seen furry form darts around the machine room. Tools clatter and shelves creak, but the invisible interloper is helping, not hindering. A hairy hand passes you the part you require, and a chattering giggle fades into the air around you. A lingering vision, a source of inspiration. Cool. I like these dreams that are giving us support cards. That's another one for the machines. We just don't have anything to spend it on yet. Mr. Mouse, we got here. So you can go back to the courtyard, I think. We can maybe get her cooking some tea. Wait, what does Mr. Mouse do? It's a book. Mr. Mouse lived in a house, not his house, but the house of a great king. Some people don't want mice in their homes, but the king was always asleep and dreaming, so Mr. Mouse was free to wander the house without fear. Most mornings, Mr. Mouse would climb up the curtains and look out the windows, gazing across the ash-coloured land to the evil river beyond. He knew that the river was the place where the visitors would arrive, their feet making pretty patterns in the ash-grey sand. He wanted to visit the river, but he was afraid he would get lost on the way, so instead of venturing outside, he would watch and whisper. Huh. This is only page 1 of Mr. Mouse. There's more of Mr. Mouse. Okay. Shadow put his hand on my shoulder as you said, hairy hand. Oh, that is chef's kiss. I love that. That is maximum immersion. You're even more immersed than me at this point. I would shit myself if someone put their hand on my shoulder, even if it was a hairy hand. Fun fact, fish people are a corroborated conspiracy in Warhammer fantasy lore. They've been mentioned multiple times, but never outright. That's fun. That is very fun. I like the fact that, like, Lovecraftian horrors even exist in Warhammer fantasy. It's a universal concept. So she's cooking. He's digging. He's researching. Let's get another one of these in. We don't have long left. Oh, we have 35 seconds until the alarm goes off. Oh, I would have liked to have got further, but... I mean, you can see the gist of the game. I got a lot further than this in the demo, though. I think I played for a long time in the demo. I played as long as it would let me. I definitely opened up some more rooms. And got some more of the lore as well. I thought it was pretty cool. Actually, I haven't said that. What part of the lore did I get? I can't remember. Oh, but we do have more, ooh, owl tea. Aromatic brew. There we go. Let's finish this turn. And then we've done our hour. Warhammer Fantasy takes a lot from pretty much everywhere, so it makes sense. Yeah, that's fun. That was a fun fact. Thank you, Blecko. Made from the leaves of focus fern, a subtle infusion that helps focus the mind and sharpen the intellect. Let's see. So the owl tea. Oh, this is a support for mysteries. Okay, that can go there then. Focus burn. We'll need cooking. Oil burn. Perform a task in the laboratory. This is actually a task as well. Oh, these are both tasks for the laboratory. Okay. Well. Oh, and the dream leaf requires 2, so we will need a support for that. Gotcha. Okay. Ooh, a seeker's letter. Oh my god, we're running out of time. Like, we've done our time. That's the last thing that we can do, though, is read this letter. Dear Gideon, your efforts have been noticed. Oh, this is the communion. You are new to the communion, yet we already sense great potential in your practice. As we discussed, we will aid you in your work and provide such guidance as we can. In return, you must follow that guidance and pledge yourself to our order. As you are aware, Highrook rests above the Black Sands undercoves, a network of subterranean smuggling routes and hidden chambers. An old Seeker's sanctuary still lies within those caves. Descend and locate this shrine if you can. We believe objects of great power still remain there, hidden in that gloom. Ooh, we're totally going to be descending them, right? I would imagine. Like, look, there's a staircase here. I like the idea that there's going to be levels to this. So, alright. Connected to the oldest house. It does seem that way, doesn't it? That's very true. Yeah, this is cool as hell. Yeah, this game holds up how I remember it held up. I had a lot more time in it, so like I remember I spent a lot of time just like placing people, press and play, pause, do the same thing. So I'm not sure how I feel about it as a stream game, like the full game. I do want to play the full game though, so I could potentially write a review. So I'm considering continuing this one off stream actually, because I don't know how long it is as well. The other consideration for whether we continue it on stream would be how long to beat numbers start coming in. Because that's like, and it's going to take obviously a lot longer because I'm reading all the lore stuff, but I want to read that anyway. Like, that's not a bother. But yeah, this is really cool. And like, it gets better. Like, it moves at quite a fast pace, I found in the demo. Like, I was constantly every few turns like finding something to open a new room and stuff like that. And then obviously once you get a new room, you want to use the cards that you've saved up in that room. And then if like you get to a point where no one has anything to do, you just go back to the infinite ones. But yeah, I think this is a really neat idea. Again, I haven't played enough board games to be able to compare it to in-person board games, but it would be very hard to do something like this at an easy pace on a tabletop board game, if that makes sense. Because like it's constantly giving you feedback and it's real time and stuff like that, real time and pause. So like it would be quite difficult, and like the randomness and stuff, obviously it's cards, but I feel like this is designed in a really neat way where it's like just it keeps moving and I really like it. Right, yeah, Cultist Sim. Yeah, that is on my wish list. It's something I would like to try. A board game that physically needs a video game. Yeah, just does the quick calculations, the quick handing out cards, the quick everything like that. Especially when you're going to be using a lot of resources and stuff. Yeah, feels rather slow for your streams. It could be really relaxed. That's it. Weirdly enough, the horror at Highrook feels very relaxed. doesn't make sense, and but it does. Like I think it's the pause mechanic and the writing. This is right. My favorite thing about this game. I enjoy the pace. I enjoy the loop, but the writing I think is really good. Like, and it's often I don't like writing that has words I don't understand. But I like the pace of the words. There's so many like short dramatic sentences and stuff like that. Everything has this like description in this specific tone that I really like. So I just think I'm really glad to have showed off this game. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Consider playing it if you enjoyed it. I know, Blacko, you've wishlisted it. That makes me so happy. But yeah, maybe a bit when you're in between two other games. we'll have to see, because I would like to cover it sooner rather than later is the problem. Because well, I have got a key for this game so that I can keep it permanently. However, I'm on a temporary key right now, so it won't let me claim the game key. But I'm going to lose access to this once May ends. And then I don't know if by the time May has ended, if I might have broke my other key by trying to use it while I had this temporary key. It's all a little confusing. So I think I'll see. We'll see what this next game's like and see how the next stream goes and see what we would like to do. Let them give you a wish list link so they know when we do and come from you, so it gives you more exposure for other deals. Oh, that's really nice. I don't get enough. I don't get enough traffic, I think, to warrant doing that, but that's very nice. It's fun to learn together and he and Noob fuck them up. The words, yeah, the words might make it fun to stream. That's true. I'll definitely get a better understanding of it if I stream it. I'll see. Only time will tell. I have other games to play before I play this one anyway, so I'm not going to be playing it immediately. So we could play it after May. We'll see. I think that playing it between other games would make it last too long is the only thing. I think what's going to answer this question is, again, once people start finishing it and logging it on how long to beat, that might help. Because if it turns out that it's super long, then I'll probably just play it off stream. Oh yeah, oh wait, it's okay. So yeah, really good. I like everything about it, actually. I even like the way that it feels to hover over the cards and move the cards. I mean, when it's paused, it goes a bit quiet, but that's okay. But other than that, I even just like the feedback of my actions, despite the fact I'm literally just using a mouse. It's like well designed, a little bit addictive once you start like just getting into a flow with it, especially if you're not streaming it. Quite addictive as well. And then obviously you need to manage plenty once people start getting tired and hungry and you have another character and stuff. Oh, I wonder if there's space for more characters actually, because there's an entire bar up here. Who knows? So yeah, that was the horror at Highrook. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. It's out in full right now, so you can grab it and play it immediately if you would like. That is it for this game. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for another indie game.